Bihar. Home to roughly 90 million people, Bihar sits just south of Nepal and is surrounded by 3 other Indian provinces. Yet unlike its sister states, Bihar lags far behind. Bihar's streets are littered with pollution. Half of its population is unemployed. Other states have economies that are flourishing, yet big businesses shy away from Bihar's streets. The infrastructure is crumbling, houses and buildings in wretched shape. Access to electricity is at best unstable and intermittent. Roads are covered in mud, but the children are who's really suffering. Children go hungry. They don't have access to health care. Poverty runs rampant. How can a country so technologically advanced be so fundamentally primitive? How can a country, home to some of the world's most brilliant minds, allow one of its states to decay into such a dilapidated environment? How can a country let so many of its children beg on streets? How can a country let so many of its men sit idle, while at the same time roads are in bad shape? Dirt pervades every corner of the state, buildings are falling apart, and electricity is not available. Every aspect of Bihar needs improvement. But this has been seen before. America felt this way before, during another time. The stock market crash, a day only known as Black Tuesday, created widespread panic. People lost fortunes, lifetime savings vanished. Upheaval was abound. People stood in lines begging for food. Jobs were lost, and unemployment soared. And this was just the beginning. Things only got worse. Hoovervilles, poverty-ridden shanty towns, made up of shacks and tents, arose around the country. Families starved, millions upon millions were unemployed, and poverty was abound.
Constitutional duty to recommend the measures that a stricken nation in the midst of a stricken world may require.
When Franklin Roosevelt ascended to the presidency, he pledged a message of hope, dedication, and commitment to curing his country's problems. He promised the American people a New Deal to provide support for America and help recover its economy. His chief goal was to help the unemployed, homeless, and hungry. Roosevelt created civil administrations whose role was to create jobs while also helping build the country's fledgling infrastructure. He created jobs improving roads, airports, schools, and other public buildings. Perhaps the finest example of the New Deal's success is the Tennessee Valley Authority. Can a New Deal-like reform be applied to Bihar? If the government were to hire the unemployed to perform civil tasks such as building roads, cleaning the state, constructing new buildings, and improving the electrical system, Bihar would be able to steadily build its infrastructure. More jobs would increase spending power, leading to commercial development and so forth. The benefit could jolt Bihar's economy, infrastructure, and most importantly, its way of life. Bihar is very different from 1930s America. The population is more dense, and the histories and cultures of the two regions are vastly different. Rather than mimicking the New Deal, Bihar should look to Franklin Roosevelt's leadership, passion, and innovative thinking to help solve their problems. It's obvious change is needed in Bihar. The solutions might not be the ones you've just seen. But what's certain is for change to happen, one thing must be there: hope.